like Nintendo has finally found and tracked down and eliminated one of the leakers that we've been talking about for a very long time. That leaker being Zippo. Now, if you know Zippo's leaks, they have been sometimes very true, sometimes very wrong, and it's just been back and forth. But Zippo had just recently dropped tons of information regarding the future in 2024 for Nintendo. And I'm going to talk about all the stuff that they brought up in their post recently, but before I do so, I just wanted to bring up the fact that their blog has been completely removed. Everything that they have posted is completely gone. So if you look up Zippo blog or even go to zippospeaks.blogspot.com, everything has been removed, and you'll get this message. Sorry, the blog at zippospeaks.blogspot.com has been removed. This address is not available for new blogs, and if you're not familiar with this blog site, pretty much Zippo would post blogs every single week, like probably once or twice a week, giving us more information on things that could be coming. But as much as Zippo was wrong about a lot of things, there's a lot of things that they actually got right. They were talking about a new 2D Mario for a very long time, and discussing how it was not going to be new Super Mario Brothers, it was going to have a new art style, and it was going to come at the end of this year. And of course, it all actually happened, and Zippo was talking about this like months and months. I actually think it was almost like a year before it actually happened, so they did get that right. They also mentioned just 4 months ago that a Zelda movie was in production and was going to be announced soon, and obviously we got the announcement like a couple of weeks ago, so they were also spot on about that. Because, I mean, the timing is just kind of crazy with that one. It was literally just about 3 months apart from, the announced leak to it actually being announced by Nintendo. I also want to note that he did mention the fact that this would get announced once the writer's strike ended, and that was the only reason they weren't announcing it. And as soon as the writer's strike ended, it was announced. So I think it's safe to say that he had some type of information on this thing. Now, that's just some of the things that he got right this year. There's other small ones, and I can't pull up all of his history because his, blog is now completely gone. But what's interesting is he also dropped a ton of new things just about a couple of weeks ago, and then was taken down by Nintendo, which has got a lot of people's eyes on Zippo right now. And I can luckily tell you some things that was actually brought up and talked about because I made videos on a lot of these things. And let's start off with the big one. He's been talking about Mario for a while, but just recently posted a lot more information about 3 months ago about what we can expect from the next Mario game, saying it would be a launch title or launched alongside the brand new console next year, and that it was indeed going to be an open world Mario game. Just to recap and tell you what he said about it, he says, firstly, it's going to be our first fully open world 3D Mario game. It's been 6 long years since Odyssey in the scene, so we knew they were cooking something big. Given Zelda and Pokemon have taken the plunge, it was only a matter of time before the portly plumber did as well. This game will not be a sequel to Odyssey, so if you were expecting that, don't. This is going in an entirely different direction. I've been told the game looks absolutely jaw-dropping. If you thought Mario vs. Donkey Kong looked good, then you haven't seen anything yet. EPD Tokyo are about to blow people's blanking minds yet again. Lastly, this will be the game for Nintendo next year. Mario will be a day one Switch 2 game, and I would bet serious amounts of money that this will be the very first game that we will see running on their shiny new system. This will be the first 3D Mario game to be a launch title since 1996's Super Mario 64, which means this is a big freaking deal. Expect a very strong launch lineup with Nintendo and third parties alike. Next gen is almost here, and Mario will be the one to welcome us into it. Get ready. Now, this is just one of the few big games that they talked about coming soon, and this is something that we've been hearing from multiple different outlets about this 3D Mario, about this open world Mario, about this Mario game apparently being a launch title for the next console. We've been hearing it nonstop, and of course, when you look at the data and you look at the facts, it just makes sense considering the fact that it's been 6 years, and next year would be 7 years since an original 3D Mario game. It's about time, and I know Nintendo knows it as well, and this just lines up perfectly. So I think it's safe to say that he knows something about this 3D Mario game, because it is odd that they took him down slightly after this post. Also, just a couple of months ago, he brings up Mario Kart and says Mario Kart X will release in 2025. Now that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass has finally come to an end in spectacular fashion, I might add, now the question might be, well, what's next? Well, I finally have some more insight on that. The 10th, not the 9th installment of the Mario Kart series will release in 2025, which will be the Switch 2's second year on the market. The intention is to release the title sometime before the system's second holiday on the market. The title is being developed primarily by Nintendo EPD Production Group 9, the Bandai Namco Studios once again co-developing. Additionally, Nintendo are sparing absolutely no expense with this game. This is apparently one of the most expensive games Nintendo has ever put into production. The next 3D Mario title is said to be absolutely jaw-dropping, and this apparently looks even better. The game's visual fidelity is said to be a very high priority for them, meaning the game is going to look good. Blanking good. 2025 is going to be a massive year for the Mario franchise in general. Nintendo are making extensive plans for the franchise's 40th anniversary in all sectors, so expect a lot of plumber goodness, and not just next year, but even more the year after. Mario Kart X will be one of the main celebratory titles of the anniversary. That said, this is still 2 years away, so don't expect to hear about anything for quite a while. Once again, next year the focus will be on the launch of the system alongside with the new 3D Mario. Mario Kart will come in due time, friends. Now, once again, this was another rumor popping up from a lot of other outlets as well, so this is something that we've been hearing about for a while, but we get even more information from Zippo that ties into that big 3D open world Mario next year as well, saying that the following year in 2025 is when we're going to see the next Mario Kart, which also makes a lot of sense. Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC just ended, so I would find it hard to believe that Mario Kart X would release next year. As much as we want it, as long as it's been, it's not going to be next year. Next year will probably be saved for just big open world 3D Mario. And yeah, I would expect Mario Kart to be in 2025, but pretty much just says it's going to look insane. Doesn't give us too much crazy information, but once again, another post that went up right before they were taken down. Zippo also made another post in November saying he will return. The Hero of Time will return in the very near future. That's it. That's the post. He never says anything about what's happening, what this is about, and that was all we knew for a while. And then finally in December, we start to hear news about apparently an Ocarina of Time remake from a lot of other outlets. I want to be clear that a lot of other sources were saying that this was apparently happening in 2023. Sirkin Toto said ZR 2023 on Twitter, which would be Zelda remake for 2023. That never happened, because before, he's also said Z2 of 2022, which was alluding to Tears of the Kingdom coming out in 2022, which is the second Zelda game, because Breath of the Wild was the first, you get it. But yeah, that never happened. We never got a Zelda announcement. There was never anything else for this year. Another leaker, Jeff Grubb, apparently said that we would get something else Zelda at the end of the year, and it wasn't related to Tears of the Kingdom, but seriously, we still did not get anything. Not a single announcement during the Game Awards, not any announcements from Nintendo, not a thing related to another Zelda game. Now, granted, neither of these leakers mentioned that it had to be a game, and we did get at least something, which was the announcement of a Zelda movie, so maybe that's what they were alluding to. I doubt it, though, because no one even kind of alluded it to it being something else other than a game. I mean, Jeff Grubb was still talking about Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they were alluding to something that they just heard, and maybe that's what they heard. It was about a movie. Who knows? But yes, apparently Zippo knows something about an Ocarina of Time remake or something with Ocarina of Time, which is very interesting, which was also posted in the last couple of months. But unfortunately, I don't have the information that he posted recently, because he would go on to post just a couple of weeks ago about the new Nintendo Switch console, and that it would probably be announced very, very soon, and that information will start kicking off at the beginning of next year, just for us to be patient a little while longer. So yeah, we'll see soon, because we are just a couple of days until the month of January, the beginning of next year, before we are able to actually dive into a lot of what these rumors have been saying, and hopefully some of them are true. But yeah, after the talks of a new 3D Mario, Mario Kart, maybe a Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, and much more, it seems like Nintendo cracked down and completely took down Zippo. Whether he was right about one thing, both things, or maybe all things, it's hard to say. But yeah, they took him down for a reason, that's for sure. So I wonder what it is that they're right about, and it really makes me excited for the future, especially since a lot of it had to deal with my boy Mario. A new 3D open world Mario and Mario Kart X coming in the near future. I cannot wait to see what Nintendo has planned, and it looks like some big things are going to be announced next year of 2024. But let me know in the comments down below if you believe any of these leaks. If you think they're true, is there a reason why Nintendo took them down? Let me know in the comments down below, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. Real quick, guys, you guys have been tearing it up lately, getting over 400 unique subscribers in the last couple of days. A lot of you watching this video right now are still not yet subscribed, so stop what you're doing, leave a like and subscribe before we go into the new year. And like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.